Girls, how are you doing today? It's Single Roleplayer here once again. Today I want to talk a little about my current Synthesis League progress, guys. What is gonna happen and how our Essence Drain, Soulrend shaping up so far, and overall the progress I've made so far. So I can say that at this point I'm done with the Essence Drain in Soulrend because I explored pretty much everything about it. I killed Uber Elder twice on the first attempts, so the damage totally surprised me because, you know, prior to making the build guide, I always do some kind of content for the showcase, and prior to 3.6 patch, I created a build guide and showcased the video on 3.5. And in 3.6, we got new skill gems like Malevolence and Bane, which made the build insanely more damaging, insanely more crazy. And trust me, these Uber Elder kills that I did, they were literally as easy as the arc trap. I was totally blown away by the damage and how smooth it was. I had 10,000 energy shield, and on standard I have 12,000, and I've struggled a bit more with the damage, but now it is much easier. The Essence Drain was buffed in 3.6, we got Bane, we got Malevolence, and everything is just incredibly smooth. You don't need Soulrend at all for boss killers. Absolutely not necessary, guys, at all. Just two things about Soulrend. Soulrend is a great clearing skill. 99% of the game I cleared with the Soulrend specifically to get this feeling in how the shit works, in what situations it is usable, how far can I go with just the Soulrend. And I got stuck on bosses, like very fast bosses where I should relocate to escape from danger. On Shaper I had on the Elder I had big problems with Soulrend, and this is where it started kind of failing on me. And with the Occultist, where you don't really get the additional cast speed, Soulrend is just not a very good skill for bossing. With Trickster, when you get this massive cast speed buff through the Ghost Shrouds, it's kind of much better, it's smoother, but overall, once again, I do not recommend it for the bossing skill, while Essence Drain and Bane on top is just more than enough to cover all your bossing, you know, needs. You don't really need even Blight or Wither. Anything is just not important. Essence Drain and Bane is more than enough for absolutely all content in the game. Now, getting back to the build, I will show you just what it is now, right now, like what I have. So I'm still on the Cerberus Limb and Aegis Aurora, and I inserted Aegis Aurora into the build guide as the absolutely best shield for the build. And the second good spot will be the Magnum Eclipses and also the good armor shield with about 2,500. But you know, 2,500 shield is just more, much more expensive than Aegis Aurora. Aegis Aurora is just very cheap compared to any high armor like 2,500 plus shield. This is literally, you know, 400 energy shield with the Cerberus Limb with this Aegis Aurora, and it's very hard to get any armor shield higher than this. This is Chef 6 Link 28 quality. The rings are nothing spectacular. I got them literally when I started mapping. I think Maps gave me one of the rings. The other one I think I made myself. I don't remember really. This is also nothing spectacular, no chaos damage over time, just normal stuff, you know, just a resistance, energy shield, strength, which really I need a lot of strength for this build. It's very hard to get strength. For the helm, I actually settle up on Daedrus Scorn for the good reason. It's actually pretty damn it gives a fucking good synergy with the curses. Look at this, 90% increased damage with hits and ailments per curse on the enemy. We have 3 curses on the build, so we have Despair, which I cast melee with Bane, and on Blasphemy I get Enfeeble and Temptation. So 3 curses is about 60% increased damage with hits. Hits is not damage over time, but still, you know, it's good to have. It's a little bit more. At the same time, curse skills have 40% increased duration. This is absolutely ridiculous for the Bane, and it just gives retarded amount of duration for Bane, as well as Despair, which is absolutely fantastic. I think that's literally one of the best, if not the best, helms that I prefer right now for the build. I'll be adding this to the build guide as well. The gloves, which I believe are pretty mandatory if you wanna run kind of a cheaper setup, as Vix's Entrapment. Vix's Entrapment gave you a cheap third curse without going into Ascendancy, or without getting the cursed amulet, or without getting the cursed chest. Getting good cursed amulet with some decent amount of stuff on it is incredibly hard. And this thing, you know, you can live without the resistance. My resistance are pretty fine, even without no resistance on the gloves. So I think that these gloves actually are fantastic and exactly as good as I thought they would be prior to 3.6 patch. So I strongly recommend these gloves for everything. Here is my little Vault Blight over there for bosses too. The belt is Bated Breath, nothing spectacular. I ran the whole fucking game with it. You don't need anything else, guys. The boots, once again, are basically just any high ES boots. Region enchant is very important, which I personally prefer above anything, above even an extra energy shield. So that's about it. Skill wise, I will be updating the build guide because there are some little changes, like the gear and the skills are pretty much the same, just little changes there, nothing spectacular. I got a pretty solid duel over here, which is increased energy shield recharge rate, or some resistance, and non-enemy cast damage multi, as well as this one also increase ES and non-cast damage over time multiplier. I got only 2 spots there is because I'm level 93, and I had to spend a lot on the extra dex and strength. I could probably drop this if I had strength and dex somewhere else, but I just don't have it. So once again, guys, I would say that the build is extremely tanky. This is the tankiest build I've played in forever. I don't even know what's tankier than this. I run a Contagion, Essence Drain, and I manually cast Bane as well with the Vault Blight when I get the nut souls for it. The build is extremely smooth. You don't need 14,000 energy shield to destroy Uber Elder. It's extremely durable. Even with 10,000 I did all Guardians deathless. I did every fucking map in the game. So it's probably one of my favorite league starters for now because of how incredibly strong it is from the very beginning to the end game. Of course, you need to know how to level up, transition from hybrid to energy shield and to CI. This was kind of a new refreshing experience for me too, because I don't really remember all the aspects of it, so I kind of refresh my memory on these transitions. But once I got there, once I got from ES to CI, from CI to low life, it all became extremely smooth, and everything was just exactly as I thought it would be, even better than this. So the build is pretty much done. I will be releasing a video update for this build pretty soon, so keep an eye on that, and there will be Uber Elder and Shaper videos too. And today and tomorrow I will be releasing another build guide as well for the new build that I will be running on the Synthesis League, guys, so keep an eye on that. Thanks for watching and see you soon. First of all, I would like to thank you very much for watching the video. Your likes and dislikes, especially, as they push me forward even more. If you want to see more content, please consider subscribing to the channel. I do daily uploads of role-playing content, being it builds, guides, let's play, stream highlights, and upcoming RPG games. Also, don't forget to follow my Twitch stream to catch me live in action. I do stream daily on working days. I'm a full-time YouTube content creator and a Twitch streamer too, so if you want to support me, you can do it either from Twitch or by PayPal directly from my website angryroleplayer.com. Join my Discord channel too for a place to discuss RPG things offline, as well as follow my Twitter to be notified on any new content. If you want to get extra information like sneak peeks into upcoming videos, plans, different behind-the-scenes footage, you can also join an Unholy Army on Patreon as well, guys. Thank you very much once again for watching, listening to all this. See you soon.